Hi, I'm Jeff Boyd, a student at Canisius College, at least during the day, but at night I take on my alter ego and I am Batman. It all started a long time ago when both my parents were shot in a back alley by some guy who I vow to track down and kill someday to avenge my family's name. And then got taken by this really rich guy. He thinks my name is Bruce. It's really awkward. He's such a nice guy, I don't have the heart to tell him he's wrong, but I'm not a millionaire. I don't know where he gets all this money to make this expensive equipment. I think he's secretly running a Ponzi scheme, but that's just my opinion on it. Then one day I was in a cave. I don't really like caves or dark spaces, and there was a bunch of bats all flying around, and I was like, oh my god, there's bats everywhere. And long story short, I'm a bat now. Life as a bat it's a little complex. It involves mostly me looking up in the sky for a magical symbol symbolizing that I should in fact be ready to go. It confuses my roommates when I'm on the porch at 1 in the morning looking up at the sky. They're like, what are you doing, stargazing? He's like, no, you don't understand. You just don't understand. All of a sudden I have to tell them there's a quick culvert distraction somewhere over there. I jump off the porch like, whoosh, and I have to go into my vehicle. It's not a Batmobile. 1993 Toyota Tercel. I painted it black though. And I just drive it like na 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 na, because there's no radio anymore. I kind of broke that one time. It was that stupid clown. Himself the Joker or whatever. And but I'll make the exception today. I'll give a little hint of what the training is like to keep up the form of being Batman. Maybe if there's a person in distress, I'll try to save them. You know, just what I do. All for free, by the way. It's volunteer work. I'm like a fireman, like a bat fireman. That's essentially what I do. It's a lot of running. I don't really enjoy running, but it's what you gotta do, because when you're running down the back alley chasing a guy with a top hat and a coat and a bunch of explosive penguins, you've got to be ready for anything. You got to be faster than him, you got to be smarter than him, you got to be stronger than him. Lift a little bit, as you can clearly tell. I don't know, climb buildings for fun. I also play Madden to keep my hand-eye coordination, keep it up to par. And occasionally I run across the street just to see if the cars are gonna hit me. You know. It's gotta live dangerously. It's all about being the Batman.
Another key aspect of being a professional superhero is stealth, you know. When you're going to a building with like 50 different henchmen, a boss, you just gotta be ready. Like, there's one of you and 50 of them, you gotta be sneaky, you gotta come up from behind and be like, bam! And they won't even see what happened. You leave with the damsel in distress and you're just like, I'm Batman. Actually, it's a pretty nightly occurrence for me. 6 to 7 times a week I actually get to use that exact same line. It's a foolproof strategy. It hasn't failed me yet. I mean, for just as far as practice concerns, I like to run up behind buildings, carry a fake gun. It's adequate preparation for a real gun and the bat suit and all that. I don't know what Robin does for training. It doesn't really matter. He's not important. So you're probably wondering to yourself, why did the Batman decide to come to Canisius College? And the answer is simple, because no one outside of Western New York has ever heard of Canisius College. I like to keep a low profile, relatively small school, private institution. Plus I like some learning, so camp out in the library. And by in the library, I mean on top of the library, hanging upside down. It's a good place to study. I've gotten very used to reading books upside down, and it's an acquired skill. It helps me a lot in life. Plus, Churchill Tower reminds me a lot of Arkham Asylum and death and darkness and all things evil, so I like hanging out in there too. In my free time, I like to roam the campus, you know, keep my cardio up. It's a long night. You only get about 5 to 6 hours of sleep before I have to get up for class in the morning, considering I'm up till like 3 in the morning being Batman. It's like having a second job, pretty much. And with homework and all that, you know. But I do enjoy here at Canisius, plus there's Subway, and Batman loves Subway. That's really about it.
Na 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 na.